My instructions from the ADB is to support Pertanian in reviewing their irrigation and swamp projects, to look at the soil conditions and also give consideration on the water management of the systems. I've spent the last 7 years looking at water management in Indonesian irrigation systems, so this is a new challenge for me, but I already know quite a bit about swamps, having worked in Merauke for 2 years and Tuleng Bang and Masuji for 2 years. So it's been very interesting project. I've learned a lot, and hopefully can come up with some innovative ideas that are going to help not only the water management but also the increased production of rice. And I've seen a variety of methods of water management. The first project I saw at Dada Hop was a new scheme trying to make good an old scheme where the rice fields would be protected by a flood embankment, and there's control gates at inlets and outlets that they should be able to control the water levels. Although I believe in the wet season there's still a problem, and that's something we have to solve. I then looked at a traditional form of irrigation that the Banjaris along the river often use, which is a canal every 500 meters inland, and it's mainly irrigating alluvial soils, so the local people get quite good results. In the past it's been an open system, but I think they're going to have difficulty. They're already starting to have difficulties now, and in the future they'll have more difficulties. So with climate change, the sea level will rise and rainfall will increase. So the new ideas of putting it in a confined area, slightly closed area, may be quite successful. And there's some new innovations with the way the water is passed in and out of these contained areas. So yes, that's been interesting. Then I've also looked at some Sojan systems, partly tidal, but have a little bit of a problem in the dry season if you want to grow 2 crops of rice. So there we have to use pumping for 2 months. But of course the pumps are expensive and the area limited, so maybe there's some innovation there that we can come up with, perhaps portable solar pumps and solar panels.
Right.
Yes, one question. What is your key point of your solution for the water management in swamp area?
Well, I think it depends really on the conditions of the water level. Where there's extreme difficulty in the 3 main wet season months, we can either look at a solution for pumping, but maybe we should just open it up, and instead of growing rice in that period, we could perhaps have fish. I mean, here they have fish. So that would be a benefit to the income as well, if you could spend 3 months cultivating fish in these ponds. But it needs some thought and thinking out. There are several options that we can do, so I think it would be very useful if we could do a hydraulic model of the system at different periods of the year to come up with the best solution at the different situations with water level, and also the best situation in the future when the sea level will maybe half a meter higher, and rainfall will maybe increased in the wet season, and dry season maybe. Oh well, I think there are many options for increasing rice production, not just in lowland swamp areas, but I did a survey throughout Indonesia of areas that only seem to crop once a year. And with new reservoirs and perhaps some groundwater pumping, some of those areas could double crop, and those areas are already getting a single crop of about 7 tons a hectare. So if they could double crop, they could get 14 tons a hectare. And maybe to help the land improvement, they could have a third short crop of a vegetable or particularly a pulse that would help nitrate the soils. You know, and these days solar panels are becoming much cheaper throughout the world, and solar pumping is a much more environmentally friendly method of pumping than using diesel or petrol. So I think that's worth looking at as well.